Come on, Keen, pack up.
But what is it, a transfer?
In a way. Well, don't just sit there. Pack.
Well, couldn't you at least tell me where I'm going? I was hoping to stay with my daughter.
Oh, you can forget that. It's not likely bail's going to come through for this one.
Bail?
You're on your way out. Mum, say goodbye. Get a blanket, quick. Oh, don't tell me this is...
Take your clothes off.
Take my clothes off? What are you talking about?
And as for you, I am utterly disgusted. There was a chance that your job could have been saved.
I didn't think there was any hope. I wanted to do something worthwhile before I left.
Worthwhile!
I wanted to get rid of Joan Ferguson once and for all. Everyone knows she's Ben. Nobody can prove it.
I did understand your bitterness. But for you to have even considered this course of action is unforgivable. I have no option now but to dismiss you. Collect your things and leave the premises immediately.
Meg! Why?
That's enough out of you.
You bastard! Easy! Somebody found out about us, did they?
I said that's enough.
Are you all right? I'm afraid this is only the beginning. His whole defence is going to be based on an alleged prior association.
You all right, mate?
Yeah, it's just that I saw a man leaving Meg's flat the night before. I think it was him.
Sure you don't want one? Look, I'll put the kettle on for you. Or are you just going to sit there and watch me drink?
I am not a child, Philip. I'm perfectly capable of putting the kettle on for myself.
I'm sure you are. Meg, you've spoken about 5 words since we left the police
I
station.
don't believe this. I really don't believe it. I mean, you tell the police in a loud, clear voice that you saw Wright leaving here, which makes it perfectly plain for any fool to see that you believe his story.
Meg, for God's sake, is that what you think?
And then you have the nerve to wonder why I'm upset.
It occurred to me that he was obviously about to break in when I arrived. If I'd arrived a few minutes later, I probably would have caught him red-handed.
Oh, I see. And why didn't you bother to tell that to the police?
If I thought for a moment that they doubted your word, I would have. Meg, I know how you feel.
Oh, for God's sake, don't be so absurd.
All right, then. I sympathize deeply.
But you still think I was asking for it. Oh, you're the same as the rest of them.
Now you're being absurd.
Am I?
Meg, I want to help you get over it. But if you insist on blaming all men for what's happened to you, I can't.
Well, perhaps that's what I am doing. I don't know. All I know is that I'm angry and I'm confused and I don't know who to trust.
You could try trusting me. Okay, maybe I better go. Okay. Good night.
Really thought we had her this time.
Oh, that lovely Miss Rogers gets the sack and Miss Ferguson stays. It's just not fair.
Just ran into Mrs. Barry. Shredding's Bucky's already gone.
It's the same every time. As soon as we get a good screw, the freak sticks her oar in and we lose them.
But Miss Rogers would still be here if it hadn't been for us.
She did go along with it, Pigs.
It was a good plan. It should have worked.
Yeah, the only thing we didn't count on was human error.
I wonder what scheme that bitch is going to come up with to get back at us now.
Oh, I wish I was sharing my dorm with someone. She might come in and get me during the night.
Now, that is not going to happen.
Well, hell, I'd be packing it.
Oh,
Got a big mouth.
Sorry.
Anyway, Mrs. Reynolds will be watching her like a hawk. She'd be crazy to try anything.
oh, I hope you're right.
Well, you came close this time, didn't you, Desmond? Pity Rogers was such an incompetent. But then I could have told you that.
Oh, stupid us. We should have thought to ask you.
You've done it now. You know that, don't you? Won't be able to go running off to the governor anymore. There'll be no point in blaming Miss Ferguson now, ladies.
I wouldn't get too cosy, Miss Ferguson. We'll just wait till you make another mistake.
But you're wrong, Desmond. I don't make mistakes. And even if I did, who do you think would believe you now? So you're going to have to be very, very careful. And that goes for the lot of you. You've tried my patience just a little too far. Good night. Oh, good night, Governor.
Good night. Joan, I'm afraid we'll have to forget what I said about cancelling visiting privileges.
Why?
I've just remembered that Mitchell's father's coming tomorrow. I think we'd do more harm than good if we stopped that. So would you tell her? And Warren too. Otherwise it'll look like favouritism.
Do we have to? I think we lose face when we back down.
Forget it. I'll do it myself.
Edie, I'm home.
Oh, hello, dear. How was your day?
Oh, not bad, not bad.
What's in the bag?
Oh, just a few seedlings.
Oh, I shouldn't have thought there was room for anything else in that garden of yours.
Oh, they're not mine, love. They're for the ladies at Wentworth.
My Stan, do you ever stop thinking of others?
Ah, something smells good.
I'm making a celebratory dinner. First day back from work and all that.
Oh, Edie, there's no need for that.
Don't be silly. Of course there is. Now, why don't you go and change, and then you can come and tell me all about your first day back at work, and I want to know everything, mind. You feeling all right?
Yes, yes. Just a bit tired, that's all.
Stan, you sure you feel up to going back to work again?
Never felt more sure of anything in my life. I'll go and change.
There are no excuses, Kelly. I asked you to do something and you didn't do it.
It wasn't my fault.
I don't like it when people let me down, especially scum like you.
Look, what difference does it make? Things turned out the same anyhow.
Yes, but they mightn't have.
Well, what was I supposed to do? She had a bloody knife.
Keen?
That's what I've been trying to tell you. It looked sharp and I didn't feel like letting her use it on me.
Where do you think she got that?
Kitchen, I suppose. So you better do something about it before she sticks one of us, hadn't you?
And tell me you're scared of a has-been like Keen.
You're not the one that shares a cell with her.
True. So it's not my problem, is it?
But aren't you going to help me get the knife off her?
Why should I?
Because I'm not going to be much bloody use to you if she cuts my flaming throat.
Then you get it. And I don't think that Keen's got the guts to use it. You see, it's that nice, refined background of hers. Don't worry, Kelly. You see, I'll get Keen one way or another. With or without your help. But I can count on you, can't I?